Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Q&A with Sehli. I'm just trying to make sure the camera is okay. Um, Welcome to today's episode. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, we'll be covering another really juicy topic and question that a lot of you guys have been asking me. And I feel like let's just do a video about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be intimate about it. Okay. So this is a question that I've been getting a lot, and I know that a lot of you guys might relate to it a little bit. So that's why I chose to do a video on it. So the question is, how do I get started on my spiritual journey? What book recommendations do you have? And honestly, okay, so number one, to be very real with you guys, there are plenty of spiritual books to get you started. It just needs you to do a little bit of research. You just want to know what specifically do you want to know about. And another thing is, you won't relate to every single person or every single book, and that's another important thing. So the recommendations that I am about to give you guys are tools that have assisted me. And I know that, like I said, there's a lot of spiritual speakers out there, plenty of spiritual books, wonderful speakers, but not every book worked for me. And that's okay because we all have different opinions and different personalities. So yeah. So what I will say first of all, um, acknowledge the fact that you won't, like I said, relate to every single person. Okay, so go on Google literally and just search spiritual books um, to get you started, and you'll find plenty. And look through the authors. Like, you want to know what they've been through, because well, I've shared my story with you guys, and I'll share it again right about now. I share my story with you guys, and you're watching this because you relate to me in some type of way. So you always want to listen to someone that you resonate with. So, for example, a lot of people, if you really think about it and really observe, a lot of people have been through like the most weird childhood experiences that are like extremely painful. I know a lot of people that have been through the most in their childhood, and they're like super successful. Like, if you look at motivational speakers, like they're like, my mom got pregnant when she was 16, and I'm a high school dropout, and this happened, and my dad and my mom, and this and this and this, and I was homeless, and I'm a millionaire, right? For some people, that's okay, but like some people will relate to that because of what they've been through, and some people just won't. But it depends on the message as well, and the energy in which that message is being said. So personally, I don't relate to that. I've had my own experiences in life. I've had my piece of the cake, but it wasn't that. And it still doesn't mean that my voice or what I do is inadequate, because we're all different, and no one's story is better than the other person's. Okay, so first of all, no one in this world, and I'm sure you all know this, has your DNA. No one has your fingerprints. You are unique. You are special. You are the first person to be you, right? There's no one like you. No one will ever be like you in humanity. Okay, so you want to honor your story, and it's the same thing with your story. No one has your story. They may have similar stuff, but they don't have your story specifically. So honor your unique journey, and also don't feel like someone else's story is better than yours, or you're better than someone else's because you've been through this and this and this. Okay, it just doesn't work like that. Okay, so I just released a course actually on the 5 books that I would recommend to get you started on your spiritual journey. These are books that have helped me tremendously. So I would highly recommend it to you if you're just getting started. And another thing is, um, you want to, so that's a course on my website. I'm just losing track of what I was trying to say. But that's a course on my website that you can check out. I would highly recommend it. Like I said, these are tools that have assisted me, and just because they helped me, I've also had to get rid of a lot of books that weren't really helping me. Like, I would read the first couple of pages and I'd feel like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I relate to this. It just doesn't feel good in my system. So once you read things or watch videos, you want to look at how it makes you feel as a person. Okay, you are responsible for that. You don't want to continue and force yourself to get through it because you have to finish. I feel like life is about the journey, not about the destination. You want to enjoy the journey. You want to be so present in your body and so present in the moment and find pleasure in it. Like, it's not just about the actual destination, because there is no destination, because we come here and then we die. you know, the destination is the journey. So every single experience, honor that, appreciate that, acknowledge that, and look at, okay, how can this experience make me grow and help me grow in my personal life? Because I think I've shared this with you guys before, but I believe that everything is God. And what happens is, since everything is God and God is everywhere, different external circumstances happen to us to, number one, anchor us and awaken us to who we actually are. So it's no situation, no matter how painful, is supposed to is intentional to make you is intended damn is intended to make you feel like worthless or small or like a grasshopper. It's supposed to awaken you. And I'm just reminded about um there's a story in the Bible about Moses, and he, the guy that opened the Red Sea and stuff. So he was leading the Israelites to the promised land, right? So they come and they see this giant, and they were like, we don't feel worthy. There's giants there. Do you not see the giants that are there? They're massive. We're like grasshoppers and stuff like that. And sometimes that's how we feel when we come across certain experiences in our lives. It makes us feel like, all right, this is like impossible for me. It's too hard. I don't feel worthy. I don't feel like I'm good enough. But those situations are supposed to help you awaken to who you actually are, because you're conditioned to believe something about yourself. You're conditioned to have a perception about life, about God, and about who you are. Okay, so it depends. I think it's a little bit different for everyone, but at the same time it's similar. Like, we all have our own experiences with that. We've all been conditioned to think and believe a certain type of way. And now it comes down to, okay, is it helping you in any way? Is it benefiting you in any way? And if it's not, it's something you have to acknowledge and be willing to get rid of, because it's just not helping you. Like, where will it help you? Like, you literally need to divorce those belief systems that just aren't helping you, because it's holding you back from what is real and what the truth is, right? So the truth will set you free. And I just want to say that as you go through this spiritual journey, you'll have to be open to other, like, external information, because especially because if it goes against your belief systems, like, a good example would be about abundance or money. So we all know that abundance is everywhere and everyone's really talking about it, like how to have an abundant mindset and everything like that. And if you grew up in poverty, that information might trigger you. Like, it really, really might mess you up, but it wants to come to you. You know what I mean? Like, it wants to overflow to you and through you, right? And that's why you're encountering it, because it wants to blossom inside of you. Like, God knows everything, and He knows what, why, and when He's bringing things to you. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's required to open you up to something else, and it's always required to make you bigger, to help you expand and help you become a better person. So if you want to know more about the 5 books, you can go ahead um, to www.sehlisempire.com to check that out and see if it's for you. Otherwise, you can definitely just go on Google and just go through some things and just see what works for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday, for another episode of Q&A with Sehli. Bye.